When you build a sentence, you rarely assemble it one isolated word at a time. Instead, you construct sentences using pre-assembled clusters of words that act together. In grammar, this cluster is called a phrase. It functions as a single structural unit, but it strictly lacks two specific elements, a subject and a finite verb. Because of this, it can never stand alone as a complete thought. Here is a split-screen breakdown showing exactly where that boundary lies. On the left, we have the phrase, "in the garden." It paints a picture, but it completely lacks a subject and a working verb. On the right, if we add the subject she and the verb is, we cross the boundary from a phrase into a complete clause. Distinguishing between these two structures prevents the confusion of a simple descriptive fragment with a complete functional sentence. To start parsing these structures, we first look at three foundational building blocks: noun, verb, and prepositional phrases. Replacing the noun phrase, "the tall boy," with "he," proves the phrase acts as a single noun. Below it, the verb phrase, "has finished," groups an action with helping verbs, while the prepositional phrase, "on the table," provides a strict spatial anchor. Once those core pillars are in place, sentences require modifiers. Adjective and adverb phrases act as the grammatical decorators that enhance nouns and verbs. An adjective phrase like "full of hope" attaches directly to a subject to flesh out its description, while an adverb phrase like "very slowly" modifies exactly how an action is performed. By stacking these basic and modifier phrases together, a writer establishes the precise who, what, where, and how of their narrative. Writer confusion often stems from verbal phrases, infinitives, gerunds, and participles. These structures use verbs to perform the work of nouns or adjectives. These verbal phrases end in ing, but serve different functions. Reading books acts as a noun subject, a gerund phrase. Broken by the storm modifies the tree as an adjective, a participial phrase. Unified gerund phrases require singular verbs, so we say running quickly is fun. Try applying this logic to a new structure. If you see the phrase walking along the road at the beginning of a sentence, how do you categorize it? This sentence clarifies it. Walking along the road, I saw a deer. The phrase doesn't act as a noun. Instead, it connects straight to the pronoun I, modifying the subject. It is a participial phrase. A phrase's true identity is dictated entirely by the job it performs inside the sentence architecture, not by the superficial vocabulary it happens to contain. To see how all these pieces lock together, we can assemble a single, highly complex sentence using multiple phrase types simultaneously. This diagram maps out the full assembly. We start with the participle modifier, walking in the park, and anchor it with a prepositional phrase, in the evening. We add our core noun phrase subject, the little girl, followed by the verb phrase, has been working. Finally, we attach an infinitive phrase, to become a doctor, to cap the thought. Here is a comprehensive grid mapping out all 8 phrase types and their exact structural formulas. At the top, the strict rule remains: a phrase acts as one unit, and it never contains both a subject and a finite verb. Treating these units as architectural blocks makes it possible to build detailed, descriptive sentences that remain grammatically sound.